Imagine a land where the roads were empty because travelers feared for their lives. For 20 years, a king with 900 iron chariots crushed the spirit of the people. Israel was broken, hidden in the shadows, waiting for a deliverer. But God didn't send a giant or an army. He sent a mother. 3,000 years ago, in the hill country of Ephraim, one woman stood as a beacon of hope for all of Israel. Her name was Deborah, a prophetess, a judge, and a warrior who proved that with God, no giant is too big to fall. This is her story.
Hello, Brick fans. Welcome to a land filled with courage, faith, and, well, bricks. Today we're going to hear about a very special hero named Deborah. For 20 long years, the people of Israel were in big trouble. King Jabin of Canaan, with his super strong army and 900 iron chariots, was making life very difficult for them.
Oh dear, another day under King Jabin?
We need help. Who can save us from all these iron chariots?
The Israelites cried out to God for help, and God always hears. And guess who he had ready to lead? In those days, God raised up special leaders called judges to help his people. And one of the wisest and bravest was Deborah. She was a prophetess, which means God spoke to her and told her his plans. People would come from all over to her special office under a palm tree.
Deborah, my bricks are all out of order. My donkey won't pull my cart.
Let's see. Have you tried adjusting the axle brick and perhaps a kind word to your donkey?
Deborah wasn't just wise, she was also strong in faith. And God had a very important message for her.
The Lord, the God of Israel, commands you, Barak. Go and gather 10,000 men from Naphtali and Zebulun. Lead them to Mount Tabor.
Deborah then called for a brave general named Barak. She told him God's plan to fight against Sisera, King Jabin's fearsome army commander, and his 900 iron chariots.
10,000 men against 900 iron chariots, Deborah? That's a lot of iron. And chariots. Are you sure, Deborah?
The Lord has spoken, Barak. He will draw Sisera and his chariots and his army to the Kishon River, and he will deliver them into your hands.
Well, if you will go with me, then I will go. But if you will not go with me, I will not go.
Very well, Barak. I will go with you. But because of your hesitation, the honor of defeating Sisera will not go to you. Instead, the Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman.
So Deborah and Barak gathered their army. 10,000 brave Israelites stood ready. And then Sisera and his mighty chariots arrived. It looked like a tough fight.
Look at these puny Israelites. They stand no chance against my magnificent iron chariots. Charge.
Up, Barak, for this is the day the Lord has given Sisera into your hand. The Lord goes out before you.
Just as Deborah said, God went before them. A sudden torrential rainstorm turned the battlefield into a muddy swamp.
What in the name of bricks? My chariots are stuck. They can't move. Retreat.
God is with us. Attack!
Sisera, full of pride and arrogance, abandoned his stuck chariot and ran away on foot. He thought he could hide in the tent of Jael.
Please, Jael, hide me. Give me some water. I am so thirsty.
Here, my lord, have some milk, and rest here. Do not be afraid.
Jael gave Sisera a drink, and he was so tired he fell fast asleep. But Jael knew who Sisera was. And just as Deborah had prophesied, the Lord delivered Sisera into the hands of a woman. With a tent peg and a hammer, Jael defeated the mighty general. The battle was won, Sisera was defeated, and King Jabin's oppression was finally broken. The Israelites rejoiced.
We are free!
Thank God for Deborah.
And for Barak and Jael.
The Lord fought for us today. He is mighty.
And so, after Deborah's courageous leadership and God's powerful help, The land had peace for 40 years. It just goes to show you that with God, even a tent peg can be a mighty weapon, and the wisest leaders can be found in unexpected places. What an amazing brick story of faith and victory.
Deborah's story isn't just a tale of an ancient battle. It's a blueprint for the battles we face today. In a world that told her to stay hidden, she chose to lead. In a time where 900 chariots looked like an impossible mountain, she chose to see the God who moves mountains. Maybe you feel like Israel today, outnumbered, broken, waiting for a deliverer. Remember, God didn't call Deborah because she was a giant. He called her because she was willing to stand. Your strength doesn't come from the size of your army. It comes from the size of your faith. What chariots are you facing this week? Don't be afraid to take your place under the palm tree. Your story is just beginning. After the thunder of Deborah's battles, the land fell quiet. But in the province of Moab, a different kind of storm was brewing. Ruth was a woman who lost everything: her husband, her home, her security. She stood at a crossroads with a choice: stay in the safety of the known, or follow a grieving mother-in-law into a land of strangers. Her words would echo through the centuries. Where you go, I will go. Your people shall be my people.
Hi there, I'm Ruth, and boy do I have a story for you. It's kind of a big deal in the Bible. So picture this. I'm living in Moab, minding my own business, when this nice Jewish family moves in next door. Before I know it, I'm married to one of their sons. Talk about a plot twist. But then, tragedy strikes. My husband, his brother, and their dad all die. It's just me, my sister-in-law Orpah, and my mother-in-law Naomi left. Naomi's pretty upset. She even starts calling herself Mara, which means bitter. Can't blame her, really. She decides to head back to her hometown, Bethlehem. She tells us to go back to our families. Orpah does, but I have other plans. I tell Naomi, where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Pretty dramatic, right? Naomi tries to talk me out of it. Ruth, sweetie, I'm old and grumpy. You sure about this? But I stick to my guns. Or should I say, I stick to my Lego bricks. Anyway, off we go to Bethlehem. Let me tell you, being the new girl in town isn't easy, especially when you're from Moab. The Bethlehem folks are all like, who's the new girl? And Naomi's like, it's complicated. To make ends meet, I start gleaning in the fields. That's fancy Bible talk for picking up leftover grain. It's not exactly glamorous work. Lots of bending and squinting. My Lego back is killing me. And that's where I meet Boaz. He's this super nice guy who owns the field. And get this, he's related to Naomi.
Hey, you're that Moabite girl everyone's talking about. Help yourself to some water and snacks.
Wow, you're being so nice to me. What's the catch?
No catch. You've been good to Naomi, so we're gonna be good to you.
I tell Naomi about Boaz, and she gets this twinkle in her eye. I think she's plotting something. Sure enough, Naomi hatches this plan. Go to the threshing floor, she says. Boaz will know what to do. So I do. I sit by reading the scripture while he sleeps, and let's just say things get interesting. In a totally family-friendly way, of course. Turns out there's this whole kinsman redeemer thing. It's like a really old-school version of The Bachelor. There's another guy who could marry me, but Boaz is like, step aside, buddy, I've got this. Long story short, Boaz ends up marrying me. It's like a fairy tale, but with more barley. We have a son named Obed, and he becomes the grandfather of King David. Pretty cool, huh? So that's my story. From outsider to great-grandma of a king. Just goes to show you never know where life will take you. The moral of the story: be kind, be loyal, and always be open to new adventures. Oh, and maybe learn to like barley. Thanks for listening to my tale. This is Ruth, signing off. May your harvests be plentiful and your mother-in-laws be nice.
In the golden fields of Bethlehem, under the heat of the harvest sun, a widow's loyalty was about to change the bloodline of kings. But loyalty isn't the only weapon God uses to change history. Sometimes, bravery requires a crown and a life-or-death decision in the shadow of a throne. Enter Esther, a woman born in exile, chosen for beauty, but destined for a battle she never asked for.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our Lego Bible stories. Today, we're going to a faraway land, to a palace so big, it would take you all day just to walk around it. This is the home of King Xerxes of Persia. The king decided to throw a party so big, it lasted for almost 6 months. This party is amazing. I've been showing off all my wealth and power. Now I have one more thing to show off. My beautiful Queen Vashti. Go, bring her to me.
My king, Queen Vashti, says she will not come.
What? The queen dares to disobey me, the king? This is a problem. If my queen can disobey, what will all the other wives do? The king and his advisors decided to remove Queen Vashti from her royal position, and just like that, the search for a new queen began. All the most beautiful young women in the kingdom were gathered for the king to choose from. Among them was a kind and lovely young Jewish woman named Hadassah. She lived with her older cousin Mordecai, who had raised her.
Hadassah, you are going to the palace. Remember, your people are still in danger. For your safety, do not tell anyone that you are a Jew. Your name will be Esther.
Yes, Mordecai, I will remember.
Esther was so lovely and so kind that everyone she met liked her right away. She listened to all the advice she was given, and in just a few months, it was her turn to meet the king. Well, said, I have never seen anyone so beautiful. I choose you. You shall be my new queen. So Esther became queen. She was now one of the most powerful people in the kingdom, but she still kept her secret, just as Mordecai had told her. A man named Haman was a very important official in the palace. Everyone bowed down to him, except for Mordecai.
That man, that Jew Mordecai, he refuses to bow to me. How dare he?
Haman was so angry, he didn't just want to hurt Mordecai. He wanted to destroy all the Jewish people in the kingdom.
My king, there is a certain group of people scattered throughout your kingdom who do not obey your laws. They are different from everyone else. I think you should issue a decree to destroy them all. I'll even give you lots of gold to do it.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Do as you wish. Here, take my royal ring to seal the decree. Haman tricked the king. He used the ring to send a terrible law throughout the whole empire. On a certain day, all Jewish people, young and old, men, women and children, were to be killed. When Mordecai heard the news, he was heartbroken. He knew the terrible danger they were all in.
Queen Esther, your cousin Mordecai is outside, weeping and crying.
What could be wrong? Go find out.
He says you must go to the king and plead for your people.
But no one can go to the king without being called. I haven't been called in 30 days. If I go uninvited, I could be put to death.
Don't think for one moment that you will escape this just because you are in the palace. Who knows if you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?
Go, tell the people to fast and pray for me for 3 days. My servants and I will fast too. Then I will go to the king. And if I perish, I perish.
After 3 days of fasting and prayer, Queen Esther went to the king, uninvited. It was a huge risk. What is it, Queen Esther? What is your request? It shall be given to you, even up to half my kingdom.
My request is this. May you and Haman come to a banquet I have prepared for you today.
The queen invited only me and the king. I am so important. I can't stand that man. I'll build a gallows 75 feet high and ask the king to hang him on it tomorrow.
That night, the king couldn't sleep. He had a servant read to him from the royal history books. The servant read a story about how Mordecai had saved the king from a plot to assassinate him. What honor was given to Mordecai for this?
Nothing, my king. No one ever rewarded him.
Haman, what should be done for a man the king wishes to honor?
Oh, that man should be dressed in royal robes, put on the king's horse, and led through the city by the highest official, proclaiming his greatness.
Excellent idea. Go get the robes and the horse and do all of this for Mordecai the Jew. Now tell me your request.
My king, if you are pleased with me, spare my life and the lives of my people. We have been sold to be destroyed, killed, and annihilated.
Who would dare do such a thing? Where is he?
The enemy is this wicked man, Haman.
Haman? Esther and Mordecai had saved their people. The king gave Haman's property to Esther, and Mordecai was given the king's signet ring so he could issue a new decree to protect the Jewish people. Esther's story reminds us that even when things seem hopeless, God is working behind the scenes. She was put in her position for such a time as this to save her people. And her story is a wonderful reminder of courage, faith, and how one person can make a huge difference.
Esther's yes didn't just save her people. It proved that one person in the right place can change the course of history forever. Esther wore the crown, but she carried the weight of a nation with a courage that still echoes today. From the thunder of the battlefield with Deborah to the golden harvest fields with Ruth, and finally, into the high-stakes halls of the palace with Esther. 3 women, 3 stories, one God who builds greatness out of the smallest bricks. Their legacy isn't just in the past, it's the foundation for our faith today. If these stories of faith moved you, hit subscribe and join our journey to build the Word. One brick at a time. This is Bible Brick Tales. The marathon continues now.